Hi everyone, I'm Christopher, Mono County Library Director and co-host of the Oxygen Starved podcast. I'm back with another Book Talk Friday where I'm going to recommend a couple of books you can check out from your library collections, one old and one new. Let's start with the old this time. Year of Magical Thinking by Joan Didion. It feels like Didion has been an iconic American writer since forever. Her first big splash on the scene of collections was Slouching Towards Bethlehem, which came out in 1968 and is still read today. And Joan Didion is still writing today and publishing. She's the voice of multiple generations. Year of Magical Thinking is a deeply personal memoir and reflection based on two tragic events that happened in her life as 2003 came to a close. In the first, her daughter fell seriously ill, ending up in the hospital in an induced coma through that holiday period of that year. As her husband, John Dunn, and she were sitting down to eat dinner on New Year's Eve, he died unexpectedly. Her daughter went on to recover, get out of the hospital, and then only a couple of months later experienced a serious fall and ended up back in the hospital and having to recover all over again. Joan explores that period in this book, using the theme of relationships, family, mourning, and grief. It is a slim and brave volume, and in fact, the title, Magical Thinking, refers to this notion of, if I only do something a different way or don't do something, the person I lost won't be gone. In her case, she's going through her husband John's effects, but she finds she can't get rid of his shoes because if she does, he may need them when he returns. Many of us will know what it means to experience loss and grief so profound that we can't accept someone is gone. Reading this book from a distance is even more poignant because while her daughter recovers from two life-threatening events during this period, she ended up dying unexpectedly of pancreatitis just before the book went to print. Joan explores that in the follow-up book, Blue Nights. The Year of Magical Thinking was a bestseller. It was nominated for a Pulitzer, and it actually won the National Book Award for Nonfiction in 2005. Now let's look at the new. Wintering, The Power of Rest and Retreat in Difficult Times by Dixon May. This just came out late last year. It's getting a lot of attention for all the logical reasons. Let me read just a little bit of the blurb for you so you get a sense of what it's about. Sometimes you slip through the cracks. Unforeseen circumstances like an abrupt illness, the death of a loved one, a job loss can derail a life. These periods of dislocation can be lonely and unexpected. For May, her husband fell ill, her son stopped attending school, and her own medical issues led her to leave a demanding job. Wintering explores how she not only endured this painful time, but embraced the singular opportunities it offered. It invites us to change how we relate to our own times, and May models an active acceptance of sadness and finds nourishment in deep retreat, joy in the hushed beauty of winter, and encouragement in understanding life as cyclical, not linear. This book was recommended by Supervisor Corliss in a recent episode of the Oxygen Starved podcast, and she's not alone. It was blurred by Elizabeth Gilbert of Eat, Pray, Love, as well as Nora McInerney, who describes it as a book equivalent of a perfectly timed hug you didn't know you need, a warm blanket on a cold day. It's exactly what the world needs right now. Both Wintering and Year of Magical Thinking deal with very deep personal issues in a constructive way, a way that makes you think and also, in a sense, hopeful for the other side. You can get these books from the library. Remember, you can call ahead to your local library and have books checked out and waiting for you for pickup. You can go to our online library menu on our website and find ebooks, e-audiobooks, and streaming video. And in fact, we hope to have our libraries reopened for browsing very soon, so we'll have you come in and browse for your own choices. In the meantime, stay safe and happy reading.